Yeah. So we're going to be reading a new book today called Delectable Insects. So can anyone tell me what delectable means?
I'm gonna guess eating because
You're gonna guess eating?
Snacks that you can eat.
Snacks that you eat? Okay, so yeah, actually, so delectable means greatly pleasing, especially to the taste. So it means it's really good food and it's kind of fancy and you'll love it kind of thing. So I'm going to be reading that, and I want you guys to turn to the back cover. Actually, the back inside cover, sorry. And I'm going to read it to you, so just follow along as I read it. And it says, if you found a fly in your soup in New York, London, or Sydney, you might freak out. After all, flies aren't food, or are they? It all depends on your perspective. In countries such as Thailand, you might special order a plate of flies and gobble them up without a second thought. In Cambodia, you can enjoy a tasty tarantula. In Mexico, a basket of fried grasshoppers might be just the snack you crave. People in these countries aren't trying to be gross or daring. Insects and other related animals like scorpions and spiders have been a regular part of their diet for many years. As our planet population grows, how to feed the growing number of malnourished people around the world and ourselves is something we must consider. Insects are healthful, delicious, and easy to harvest. Even if it makes you a little nervous, you'll never know how fantastic insect cuisine can be until you try it for yourself, or at least read a book about it. So we're going to be reading about what insects different people eat around the world. And then while you're reading, you want to think about the supporting information the writer offers after you read. You may disagree with the writer or agree with the writer based on whether you think it's a good idea to eat
mac and
insects
cheese. My mom
or
makes
not.
spider cheese.
Spider cheese?
Yeah.
She put spiders in the cheese?
Yeah.
No. Really?
Yeah, she puts the legs in there.
Oh, that's
Hunter, I don't
interesting.
think your mother does that.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
So, before we read the book, I just want to go over some vocab with you guys.
Our basement, outside.
Ew!
Oh my goodness. Okay, so turn to page 2. Turn to page 2. So see the bolded word in the second paragraph. It says, however, around the world, there are many cuisines that celebrate insects as a delicious, healthy addition to the human diet. What, the pictures are a little disgusting to you?
Ew, I feel them on me.
So what do you think cuisine means in that sentence? Read the sentence to yourself. However, around the world, there are many cuisines.
Where's that?
Right here. Oh. The bolded word, cuisines, right there. Have you heard the word cuisines before?
Yes.
What do you think it means based on this book and
Appetizers.
appetizers? Yeah, food basically. It means a style of cooking or a particular food that is cooked. So think of that while you're reading. So then turn to page 4, the next page. And the other bolded word says malnourished in that first paragraph. And this says they are malnourished, lacking the basic nutrients to stay active and healthy. So based on that sentence, what do you think malnourished means?
Dead food on other food.
Dead food on other food? Okay.
It's really healthy.
So look at what it says after that. Lacking the basic nutrients to stay active and healthy. Malnourished means it's lacking what it needs to be healthy. It's lacking the right amount
So
of
it's
food.
like candy.
Are those cockroaches?
Not having enough food, exactly. Malnourished means not having
They
enough
look
food.
good.
Yeah, it's like sushi, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, so then turn to page 6. And our other bolded word in the last paragraph on page 6.
This is a better page.
Yeah.
Because there's no bucks on it. See in the last paragraph, it says, as the world's population increases, there will be more people and less food to go around. By 2050, the world's population will surpass 9 billion people and will need to find ways to feed them
Kill
all.
9.
So what do you think surpass, if the world's population will surpass 9 billion
Get
people?
rid of that.
Kind of. Do you know how many people are in the world
Still
now?
be there?
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
So there's like 2 billion, I think, people in the world now.
What?
Yeah. So then it's saying
Isn't
it's
there
going to get
trillions?
to 9 billion. So if it's going to get to 9 billion, what do you think surpass means?
Get bigger.
Get bigger, exactly. It's going to pass something else. Exactly, get bigger. So surpass means to get bigger, to have more of a population
I'm
in the
pretty
world.
sure there's more than 4-point-something billion.
People?
Yeah.
Actually, it might even be million. Are there billions? I'm not
I'm
sure.
pretty sure there's Shohei.
It really is.
There's a lot of us.
There's a lot of us. Okay, and then the last
There's
one I
not
want you to
enough
turn
of us.
turn to page 8. I don't know.
Is there any bug?
No, I don't think there is. So in the first sentence, see that bolded word efficient? So it says another reason insects
We
are
do this
eaten.
all the
I
time.
know. Oh, so what does efficient mean if you already know it?
Accurate.
Accurate,
Better
okay.
to do, like, good idea.
Good
Easier,
idea,
easier
easier,
way.
an easier way. Yeah, exactly. So it's a good way to do something. It's going to work. It means
Why are you
it's
filming
going to
us?
work. My teacher has to see this later.
Oh,
You're not in it,
none
though.
of your
It's just
made
me.
me scared.
Don't worry. You're not in it. You're not in it. It's just me.
I'm not
I
allowed to be in it,
promise.
Hunter.
Okay, you're not allowed to be. So today we're going to work on main idea, and I know you've all seen these graphic organizers before. The copier kind of made them a little dark, so you're going to
Actually, we
work
have
with it.
orange.
The orange is mine. But so we're going to work on main idea and supporting details. So why do you think it's important to know the main idea and supporting details?
Because it tells you what the story is going to be about.
Mm-hmm. What about the supporting details?
It backs up the main idea.
It backs up the main
Tells you
idea.
why that's the
Exactly, yes. It tells you exactly why that's the main idea. So we're going
It's a
to.
supporting detail.
It supports it, exactly.
And
So-
it's a detail.
Exactly. So you're going to read, start with page 2. You can turn back to page 2 with the bugs on it, because I know you guys think it's all so cool.
It is.
And you're going to read up to page 9, and I want you to fill out the worksheet for each heading. So if you see there's main idea and 3 supporting details, and then main idea, 3 supporting details. So for each heading, you're going to do, fill out the worksheet as you go. Okay, so you guys can start reading. Oh, actually, no, let me show you what to do first.
I thought you were doing plays.
No, we're doing main idea and supporting details. Just to kind of go off of what your PSSAs was.
That's what I thought too.
Me 3.
So remember, so you're doing writing your last piece on main idea and supporting.
So if you look at page 2, it says a dish called chapulines is a common appetizer in one region of Mexico. Many diners love this delicious dish with a little salt, garlic, and lime. It's a tasty, crunchy treat. The main ingredient in the dish, however, might surprise you. It's grasshoppers. If grasshoppers don't sound like an appetizer to you, you're not alone. Many people, especially in the United States, Canada, and Europe, don't consider insects to be an edible treat. However, around the world, there are many cuisines that celebrate insects as a delicious, healthy addition to the human diet. Eating insects in Mexico is not a joke, nor something that people do on a dare. Insects are an important and traditional part of Mexican cuisine, and Mexico is not the only place where people love to eat insects. People around the world prize these delicious morsels. So what do you think our main idea would be in that sentence, or that couple paragraphs? Yeah.
Well, like people around the world like to eat insects.
Insects for what? What does our heading say?
For dinner.
Okay, so
People eat
exactly.
insects.
So eating insects for dinner. I think that would be our main idea. So you can write that under the main idea.
Eating insects.
It's not just for dinner.
Not just for dinner, but in this passage, it's telling us what they eat for dinner.
Okay.
So then, what would be our supporting details in this paragraph? It talks about different ones. Micheline, what do you think? One of them at least. What was it? What did they eat? What did it tell us? That one dish.
Grasshopper.
And right, grasshoppers. So we can write that Mexico eats a dish, and if you want to write what the dish is called, you can, or you can say that it's a dish made up of grasshoppers. Either one. The main ingredient is grasshoppers.
I have one thing to say.
Sure.
You know, it's harder to catch grasshoppers than deer and all that.
Really? Because they hop, I guess? That kind of thing? Or and they're a lot
because they
smaller.
can blend in,
Mhm.
and because to us, we're just drawing a circle like this
Uh-huh.
to their eyes.
Okay, and what would be another supporting detail in
That's
that
how we're never
paragraph?
able to catch a fly.
Yeah.
they
You can read
they
if you need to.
around the world they have many cuisines that celebrate the insect as a delicious healthy.
Right, so it's not just in Mexico, it's all around the world. So you can write that all around the world. There are many different, and use that vocab word, cuisines. That's a good one to talk about in this story. Okay. So you can keep reading, and you're going to read independently up to page 9.
Wait, we only have to do 2.
You can do 2 or 3. Sometimes there's not always 3, so you can do 2. If you find another one, you can surely write the next one.
Nursery.
So you're going to read to yourself and fill out this as you go along, and then we're going to talk about it when you guys
Wait, are we gonna have 3 supporting details?
You can have 2 or 3. If you want to write a third one, you can. We can go back through and look at the last paragraph. Do you guys find one more for
Never.
that?
No.
For that last one?
No.
Go back. Let me see.
That their tradition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the main idea does come from the heading.
Oh no.
You're going to read for each heading. You're going to make a new main idea.
Okay.
Okay? And then you're going to find 2 to 3 supporting details for each one.
Why are they so weird? That one looks like
It's a beetle.
it's a cockroach. It looks like.
No, it's a beetle.
It looks
It might be either. I'm not sure. So you guys can start reading.
Trust
then
me, I've
fill
seen a
out-
beetle and a cockroach.
All right.
And you can barely ever kill a cockroach.
Okay, Hunter, start reading. On the map? Yeah. US, Canada. US with that little yellow.
That's not true.
You don't think so?
Nope. Don't think so.
So what would you say the passage is about as you look at the chart and as you read this?
Food.
Oh yeah, it is about food, but what specifically about food? So there's not enough. Remember our vocab word malnourished is in there? We talked about how that means not having enough food. Yep, that's a good supporting detail. It's too expensive.
Yeah, I think it's 1, 2,
can keep going up to the next page. There's one on the back. And then the next one too. It's 2 headings.
Alright, so what you would do is you add Henry is 1 on the 29, divided by 25, 5 1, 4, and he is figured by his father. Henry then married, together they had 6 children, together, okay? So this would be, so that would be paragraph 6. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We seem to want to feel the farming is, okay.
And I'm pretty sure there's more than a billion.
Why
Of
are there
insects?
so many
No,
people?
of people.
Oh, you're looking at that pie chart? I know.
Because
What makes you think that there's more than billions?
because at a football game there was 2 last year going on the same time, and there was 2.5 million people at one of them, and 3.8
Yeah, the
at
other one?
the other one. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't go.
Yeah, that's true. There might be more than a billion.
I didn't go either.
Okay, so what are we on? Nutritious insects still?
I'm on this one.
Okay, good. Keep reading. You guys are doing a good job with this, as I see. Everyone gets the main idea and the supporting details well.
I already, for this one, I already said, for my main idea for this one, I already said bugs are nutritious.
That's okay. That's right, though. It's kind of saying that nourish is more, it's, I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it's,
Ew!
What?
Do they have that between their teeth?
Yummy!
Ew!
oh, wait.
Yummy!
That's nasty. They're eating the heads off. I can't even deal with this anymore.
Okay, go back to page 6 and let's keep reading, Hunter.
Whoa, that looks good.
Let's go back.
You're nasty.
I wanna keep on looking.
I know you do, but we're gonna get through it all, I promise. Hunter.
Ew!
Go back.
No, that's nasty.
Alright, keep reading.
I would have eaten an ant. Ants are
You're on
nothing.
this one now? You
Yeah.
finished the other one? Okay.
What?
That's the last one then.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna talk about it in a couple minutes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Will we be here in 2050?
Well, how many years is that from now?
No, or will we be all dead?
I don't think
It's
so.
2006.
Wouldn't that be
It'll be
an
about
old lady?
34 years from now.
Oh, I'll be starving of hunger and eating insects at 30-something years old.
Why?
Maybe.
Well, because it's 2050. The world will pass of this 9 billion people. And there will be the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, let's stay focused and make sure we're writing.
Wouldn't that be cool?
No.
If zombies just came out of that locker and ate your head off.
Okay, Okay, Hunter, if you're done, you can go do a picture walk and look through the book if you're done with that
I'm
last
not
one.
done. I
Okay,
have to
so keep
find
writing.
one more for sure.
Okay, our last supporting detail.
Eat my head.
As long as you think it covers the whole thing. Okay, you can look through the book then.
Yeah.
Quietly.
That's a lobster. Everyone eats lobsters.
Yeah, they're
Part of
good.
it. That's part of the.
Don't tell me, don't tell me.
An ant and a lobster are in your diet.
Hunter.
Silently, so Malaysia Michelin can keep working. Okay, like 2 more minutes then, so finish up what you're writing. If you don't finish, it's okay.
Well, what's in there? Here. Oh, the stink bug. I would never eat a stink bug. It would be too crunchy. And then goo would strip out into your mouth and it would get all sticky.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay, 1 more minute. Finish up what you're writing. Hunter.
'Stop, I'm not even looking.
That's cool.
30 more seconds. Finish up
Oh,
what
the
you're writing.
tarantulas.
And we're gonna go back and read through.
I would take the stinger off and then I would poke it. And then I would poke someone with it. I would poke you.
Okay, so go to your second main idea since we did the first one together. Hunter, your second main idea since we did the first one together. Oops, that didn't work.
My set.
Okay, so what did we say the main idea was for the
Taking
nutrients?
care of
Alasia.
insects.
Bugs are nutritious.
Hunter, Alasia. What?
I said bugs are nutritious.
Bugs are nutritious? Yeah, I would say the same thing, yeah. What did you say? They didn't have enough food to eat. Yeah, so as you read through it does say that there are something, it's becoming malnourished. The food is not going to support. So what did we say our supporting details was for that second one initially? That's one thing it says, the food prices are changing and they're getting more expensive.
I said many people around the world are lacking nourishment.
Mm-hmm.
So then they eat more bugs.
Yep, so they would eat more bugs. And why would they eat the bugs?
So they
Because,
can get more protein and stuff.
yeah, exactly. Hunter, what did you say as one of your supporting details?
Same as those.
The same thing kind of thing. So yeah, prices
Oh, and
are.
I also said that people are dying because bugs eat their heads off.
I'm not sure if
I
that's.
didn't write that.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. Okay, so yeah, so it's saying that prices are going up.
They just turned into a big thing and ate your heads off and then went down into
Okay, we're getting a little distracted. But yeah, it's saying that the nourishment is starting to lack and food's becoming more expensive, so people might want to turn to eating bugs because it might be a good idea. Okay, and then the next one, we'll just do the next main idea and we'll move on to the fourth one
No,
tomorrow. So the nutritious insects. What did you guys say the main idea was? Kind of say nutritious insects.
Bugs
Insects
are
find it.
more nutritious than other foods like that we have now.
Yep. They're high in protein. Yep. That's
I
one
said that they
supporting
were really
detail. What did you say?
Juicy.
good for you.
Good for you. Yep. Nutritious. Not iron and essential vitamins. Yeah.
It
It
has
just says.
iron in it?
Yeah,
Why
if
is
you
it
read
eating iron?
Well, iron is like an element.
know
And it's
it
good for
is.
you.
Can I say mine?
I
Yeah,
take
of course,
iron
Lisa.
Every
every day.
3.5 ounces is 100 grams of cricket, for example, contains 121 calories of it, and it's less than other foods.
Yeah. What did it say specifically that?
Well,
I
some
didn't
foods
get to
don't
write
have
all
enough
of it.
nutrition so that insects do, so you should
It's
start
better than like
eating
beef
insects.
steak.
Yep, beef steak.
Beef
Exactly.
steak.
It said better with, that's just like a steak kind of thing. But
What?
yeah. So
What?
it's saying that a beef steak has
It's a cow steak.
less calories than the other ones. So you guys did a really good job today. We're gonna keep going with main ideas and supporting details
Where's the beef?
as we keep writing.
Oh,
So listen. Tomorrow we're gonna work on using the
Did
headings.
you just say beef steak?
Let's listen. So tomorrow we're gonna work on using the headings to come up with questions for our main ideas, and then we're gonna answer the questions as we go along. So we're out of time, so you guys can pack up and good job.
Oh, yay. Okay.